Steam Finally back again, and today I'm going to review another film for #HaryMovie Now grab your pizzas, but remember, no anchovies, because this week I'll watch this fantastic film. Yes, that's right, I watched the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, the 1990 version, not the CGI remake or the remake that's coming out from Michael Bay. So yeah, it's a fantastic film. Everybody knows this film. It's one of those films where if you haven't seen the Turtles film, it's because you're too young or your parents weren't an 80s kid. Or you didn't have. I've seen it. I wasn't born in 90, I was born in 93. I've seen it because I had big sister and big brother who were both born in the 80s, so I was brought up watching the 80s cartoons, and therefore in result watching the films. Film is, it's that nostalgic kind of storyline. It's so simple in it though. It's just basically simple as a bunch of big turtles and the pet rat master can be who run about and solve crimes. The group, as I said, of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were created because they were in this version they were just a rat fun them and fun these wee turtles, and so in this like biotoxic energy, and they grew up and he taught them how to fight kung fu. It's a wee bit different in the original cartoons. That's the reason I was getting confused there. Because I just watched this film, I decided to go watch the original cartoons since I haven't seen the original cartoons in so long. Thought I'd give them another rewatch, and lo and behold, they're fantastic as well. But yeah, so the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the Master Splinter go on and go with the help of a news reporter, April O'Neil, and Casey Jones, who he's just a random guy who meets one of the turtles and decides to help fight with them, and they have to defeat Shredder, the main villain guy who walks about with metal on his face and big cutty things that look cool, and a gang of runaways who get trained in the ways of this martial artist Jinjitsu, and the gang's called the Foot, and so they have to defeat this gang, the Foot and Splinter, for no reason. Just because there's a Shredder and Splinter knew each other for years ago and didn't like each other. That's really the only reason they kind of fight each other. Well, there's four ninjas in this group of ninjas. We all know their names. There's Leonardo, there's Leonardo, he's the one with the blue. I always get the names mixed up, so I've wrote next to them the colours. So there's Leonardo, who is blue. He is voiced by Brian Tocci. There's Michelangelo, he's orange, he's voiced by Robbie Rist. There's Donatello, who's purple, and this is one of the two names in the whole film I know. It's Corey Feldman that voices him. There's Raphael, and he's red, and he's voiced by Josh Paris. April O'Neil and Casey Jones are the only two main humans that you see in the whole film. They're played by April O'Neil's Julia Hodge, and Casey Jones is Eliza Corsus. There is Splinter, who is the rat. He's voiced by Kevin Clash. There is Shredder. I've got two names for this one because everyone's been caught. I've only written the names for the voice actors. This one I couldn't find out who voiced it and who actually walked about. So there's James Scoffin and David McLaren. They both play Shredder. And the only other name in the whole film I knew was Sam Rockwell, and Sam Rockwell was named Head Thug. He talks. He's got a talking role. That's the only reason I knew him. His face appeared in my I know him. Googled him. It was Sam Rockwell. So that's really it. There's no names. Two names. Corey Feldman, Sam Rockwell. The only two names I know in this whole film. Do you recognise any of these names? Do you know any of these people? I've looked them up. I looked every character up and to see if I knew anything they've done. And I have no idea. Don't recognise any of them. No, Julia Hodge is in Revenge nowadays, so maybe she's gotten a bit bigger. But hey. Well, the film, that's really it. The film is a nostalgic. It's got a nostalgia feel to it. People always rate it really high because it's nostalgia and it's love for the 80s and the 90s. And I have to say, I'm rating it high as well. I loved the film. The storyline, yes, was simple, but it was still really funny. It was still very 90s, well, 80s, more 80s than 90s. It was just turtles. You couldn't ask for anything more. The turtles in it looked amazing, surprisingly. Still by the mouse, the big suits were amazing looking to this day. Even though we're living this decade of CGIs that we done last month with that CGI blockbuster month, or 2 months ago, for Hairy Movie Club, and there's this new age of this CGI and mob suits, and these were basically just guys walking about in big turtle suits with remote control mouse. Now that's a lot harder, I have to say. I agree. I think it's a lot harder to do than this new CGI computer animated stuff. It's amazing looking too, still to this date, and that's what, it's not 25 years this film's been out for. So that's thinking, if you remember this film coming out, I also don't, if you remember this film coming out, this film is 24-year-old this year, you now feel old. Sorry, I had to do that. But yeah, it's one of those films where you've kind of seen it, you had to have seen it. It's just that type of film. I'm really struggling what to say about the film. It is bossing over. Sorry, I had to put the joke in. There's a joke at the very beginning of the film, and as soon as I heard it, and I thought, I have to put that joke in. They say bossing over, and then at the very end, Splinter turns around and says the classic word that we're known for saying is cowabunga. The film is cowabunga. It's a 4.5 in my book. If the storyline wasn't so simple, maybe I made a 5, but 4.5 is well above most of my films I've ever rated. That's one of the highest films I've rated on this list, on anything I've ever reviewed. So yeah, that's my review for this week's hashtag Hairy Movie Club. We are doing a new, as you know, every single month we do a new thing, and this month it is remakes the originals. Now this means, I got confused when you said this as well the first time. This means that we're doing remake films, but we're doing the original version of the films. So like, we might do, I don't know what we're doing, but we might look at, say there's been a remake of Planet Apes, we might watch the 80s Planet Apes or the 70s Planet Apes. There's been a remake of Total Recall, we might do the 90s Total Recall. It's that way. It's if it's been remade, we're watching the original version, not the remade version. So hopefully I'll get to see some films I haven't seen in a long time, because usually when you watch remake, when there's a remake come out, you usually watch the remake, and sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes the remakes are slightly better. Like, well, the only one I can think of is actually, I've done a vlog about remakes a couple of months back, a couple of weeks back. The only one I can think of is Total Recall, technically, in the back of my head, Bad Red. But yeah, but maybe we'll do some films, really crappy remake films that have been remade, like The Turtles, and we'll watch good films. So yeah, I'll stop my blabber now, I'll let you go. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, go check out hashtag Hairy Movie, go check out MrHairyBrit, who runs the channel. His link will be down below in the description, because I kind of gave up doing annotations because I keep forgetting about them. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, go check him out, and go check out everybody else's channel who's done this. Type up the top, hashtag Hairy Movie Club, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and you will find the reviews. Go check them out, they're 10 times better than me, they know how to review films. Also, if you want to watch this film, you don't have to go out and buy it if you can't find it anywhere. It's online, it's on Amazon, but it's quite dear. It's like 20, I found my version for like £20. It really is quite dear to go buy, but it's also on YouTube. You can go watch it right now on YouTube. So once you're watching my videos, I'm going to watch one of the rest of the hashtag Hairy Movie Club videos. I'm going to watch all your MrHairyBrit channel. Go check out the film, type up top, obviously Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles full movie, and you'll find it. So thanks for tuning in. Enjoy watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Comment down below what you think of the film, and I'll see you later.